Dear students, welcome to virtual classroom of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sri Kumar. The class is for 9th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let me begin the class. Part 1 of your textbook is mainly dealing with numbers, algebra, commercial mathematics, data handling, that is statistics. Dear students, algebra and statistics will provide the foundation for higher studies. On the other hand, Maths Part 2 is mainly dealing with logical proofs, logical reasoning, mensuration, coordinate geometry, trigonometry, etc. Some of these topics are new to you, especially coordinate geometry, trigonometry are new to you. Mensuration, you have studied about solid geometry where you studied about sphere, cube, cuboid, different shapes, size. So there are something new, something which is an extension of what you have learned last year. And at the same time, you can see the cover page of the textbook. The textbook cover page is showing some measurement here, some kind of shapes and size over here. Anyway, the boy is very happy. I think that you also will be happy to go through this textbook. This particular textbook will be helping you to develop logical reasoning, and the skill of logical reasoning is utmost important in all fields of life. Dear students, let us get into the textbook to know that what is the first topic over here. The first topic is basic concepts in geometry. I think the same topic was there in 6th standard. Same name, same topic. And luckily, the first point, line, plane, these things are also very much known to you. You have studied about it. Something new is there, that is coordinates of a point and distance. Then the concept of betweenness, the concept of conditional statements, which you will be learning from this chapter, as well as what is meant by proof. So this is about basic concepts in geometry. So first of all, you should know what is geometry. The word geometry is generated from the Greek word geo and metry, otherwise metria is having a sense measuring. Maybe it must have started with measuring different things on the earth. Anyway, anything and everything on earth and including earth is having its own shape, size and measurement, and geometry deals about it. By definition, geometry is a branch of mathematics concerned with properties and relationships of point, lines. Udhar se leke big high dimensional analogs are coming under the purview of geometry. So it's a vast subject, and interestingly, we know that big structures, famous world heritage structures like pyramid and many monuments in our country, including Taj Mahal, all these are having its own shape, size, and measurement. And yourself also very sure that first the picture, the structure must have made in a paper with accurate measurement to begin with. Why to say about big things? Small things, if you imagine, simply the SIM cards, SD cards, which you are and myself is also very familiar with, is having its own shape, size and measurement and thickness. इसलिए तो कोई भी सिम कार्ड ला के कौन सा भी मोबाइल फोन में डाल सकते हैं, क्यों डाल सकते हैं? Because it has got its own shape, size and measurement, and geometry deals with that. So it becomes interesting. Moreover, more than shape, size and measurement, accuracy is very important. It is so accurate that the particular SD card is properly fit into with all those notches and shape into the mobile. That accuracy, millimeter accuracy, is there with measurement in geometry. So let us think about something more. See the picture over here, our own BMC head office. Some of you might have seen that, otherwise you should go and see it. The structure of the building, CSMT, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, railway station. Look at the structure. Again, I would like to say that first The diagram, the shape, the size, the structure must have drawn in a paper with the help of geometrical measurement borne in mind. Then the building is constructed. Then the things are made. That means anything and everything around us is having measurement and geometry in it. So let us start learning about geometry. Interestingly, to learn about geometry, the first thing required is a point. Can you see a point on the screen? The screen itself is made up of millions and millions of points. But to show you, I have put a point. I'll make the point to move around the screen. The point, just to show you, can be put on a screen, it can be on the board, and it can be in your paper. Now, if you have a paper and pen, which otherwise you should have put a point in your paper. Because geometry, this branch of mathematics starts with a point. And that point can be above your head or the center of the room you are sitting. It's a smallest location. So point is a location in space. Definition must be perfectly made. Point, if you ask what is a point, it is an exact location in space. It can be anywhere. But to make you understand and to make myself explain, I need to put a point on the screen. And if you put too many points together, something will start appearing, and we have named it as line. This you have studied in previous years. And where you found that whenever you draw a line, you will put an arrow mark on both ends to show that इधर किधर खत्म होने वाला नहीं है. It is endless. A line is an endless collection of points. Understood? And if you just take out a piece of that line, neither that and this end, no arrow marks, then we named it as line segment. And it has endpoint. So we always name a line segment with two alphabets, line segment AB. But while we name a line, we will simply name it as line L. L thoda bada ho gaya, chalega. Line L means that line. But when line segment, we need to write line segment AB, because it has got two endpoints. इसलिए दो letter minimum चाहिए. And if you take the other part of the line with one arrowhead and other end fixed, we named it as ray. These all things you have studied in 6th standard. It has got one end point, the other side endless. But when you think about plane, वापस तकलीफ में आ गया. प्लेन बनाने के लिए मुश्किल है. So ऐसा एक ड्राइंग बनाना पड़ता है. एक सरफेस से प्लेन. टेबल सरफेस इज ए प्लेन. टेबल सरफेस इज ए प्लेन. आपका बुक का सरफेस एक प्लेन है. मोबाइल का स्क्रीन एक प्लेन है. वर्टिकल, हॉरिजॉन्टल, इंक्लाइंड, कौन सा भी डायरेक्शन में प्लेन आ सकता है. And it can expand in all direction. That is why चारों तरफ एरो मार्क डाला है. And if टेबल सरफेस इज ए प्लेन, अगर मैं उसके ऊपर एक लाइन खींच, दिस इज द प्लेन नहीं बोल सकते, मुझे और एक पॉइंट लेना पड़ेगा कम से कम. तो मैं A B C करके प्लेन मार्क करेंगे. So at least 3 points are required to mathematically present plane on a surface, and the surface itself is the plane. Understood? Because it's a limitation of our board and screen. आपको मालूम है, you have studied about the solar system, Earth and other planets. All these are spherical. जब हम लोग अपने बुक में, टीचर बोर्ड में या स्क्रीन में दिखाने के लिए, वो सब चपाती के जैसा हो जाता है. चपाती के जैसा नहीं है ना. It is spherical. So we have a limitation of drawing such figures, but luckily we are having technology now to show you 3-dimensional figures on screen, which will be done later. So plane is a surface. उतना आपको याद रखना है. Let us go into the textbook. What is next? This is about a number line and its coordinates points. This is a new topic. Where number line is known to you, numbers are known to you, integers are known to you, but there are certain coordinate points here written in the form of alphabets A, B, C, D, E, etc. This is what is the concept which we are developing in you, the concept of coordinate of points. We are giving some alphabet to each point so that we can address that point with that alphabet. That is what is the concept of coordinate of a point. For example, the coordinate of point B is 3 लिखा. B is -3 लिखा. So this B is representing -3. So you got an idea about it. The coordinate of point B is -3 and the coordinate of point A and E पूछे तो आपके लिए A is -5 and that of E is 3. So coordinate of point B means -3, A means -5, E means 3. We are designating certain alphabet to those points. This is the concept of coordinate of points. If I ask you what is the coordinate of point, coordinate of C, you will say that the coordinate of C is -2. Understood? This is the first thing you have to learn. जैसे कि ये particular branch of mathematics का language है. जैसे मोबाइल में language होता है ना, save, copy, delete, correct? That way, every subject is having its own language. If you don't know the concept of the language of that particular subject, you cannot go ahead. So keep in mind that we are learning about what we are learning about. We are learning about coordinate of points. Coordinate of points are locations denoted on number line with the help of alphabets and numbers. Keeping this in mind, let us go ahead a little more about coordinate of points, where we will be studying about the distance between coordinate points. The distance between coordinate of points, whenever distance comes, we know that we should get the difference. तभी तो distance मालूम पड़ेगा. Here also on the number line, if you want to find out the distance between coordinate of points, we should find out the difference. Whenever we have to find out the difference, we have to go for subtracting the larger from the, the smaller from the larger, right? Smaller from the larger. तभी एक दूसरा प्रॉब्लम आ गया. ये तो इंटीजर्स का नॉलेज बहुत जरूरी है. नंबर लाइन में राइट साइड में जाने के टाइम नंबर का वैल्यू बढ़ता है, लेफ्ट में जाने के टाइम कम होता है. मतलब -1 is bigger than -5. या पढ़ा है, -1 is bigger than -5. इंटीजर्स में पढ़ा है 6 टाइम्स. मैं आप मेरे ये वीडियो के नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में मैं आपको एक लिंक डालूंगा जिसमें आपको इंटीजर्स का एक रिविजन हो जाएगा. Click on that link, you will get a video on what we say integers. That will help you to rewind, remember, recollect integers, addition and subtraction. That is very essential here in order to get the correct answer. But conceptually, distance between coordinate points is found by finding out the difference between the coordinate points. For that, we should subtract the smaller from the larger. इतना आपको याद रखना है. And that is what is the distance, and that distance in this case, if the question is distance between D and E, we will have smaller coordinate is here 1 and bigger is 3, so naturally 3 minus 1, 2 will be the answer. बहुत बड़ा बात नहीं है, लेकिन serious है. Why? Because we will develop this into another concept of coordinate geometry later. So you should have a concept of distance very clear, and distance is denoted by D. Small d is the alphabet used. Distance in bracket E comma D लिखे तो आपको समझना है this is the distance of points E and D. Understood? It is just length only, but you should understand clear way of presenting it. Why? Because this will be used later for further learning regarding this topic. So remember that we just understood what is meant by coordinate of points. Second point is distance between coordinate points. Let us move ahead. Some more examples are there in your textbook. Just I have copied here for you. The first one is already done. Second one is the distance between coordinate points C and D. C is, where is C? C is here, -2, and D is here, 1. And we are sure that 1 is bigger, so 1 minus -2, -2. Naturally, integer subtraction changed the sign, -2 became +2, and subtraction became addition, and you get 3 by using the rules of addition. It's very simple again, if integer addition subtraction is known. Another example from your textbook, find the distance between A, B coordinate points. Again, A is -5, B is -3. So again, -3 or -5, which is bigger? -3 is bigger, so -3 minus -5. Naturally, Again, application of integer subtraction, change the sign, we get plus 5 instead of subtraction, addition. Now minus 3 plus 5 in the addition format. Difference is 2 and the sign of bigger absolute value positive. So this way the answer is. One more example you can find in the textbook that will help you to understand this more better. The point to remember is that the distance between two distinct points on a number line is, by unit wise it is positive. If the points are not two distinct points, not distinct मतलब क्या हो गया, आपको अगर ऐसा कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा, what is the distance between coordinate points A, A, सोचेंगे ऐसा भी पूछेंगे, मैथ्स में ऐसा भी पूछेंगे, क्योंकि आपको लॉजिकल रीजनिंग पढ़ाना है. Logically, A and A is same point, not a distinct point. So the answer will be automatically 0. Okay, so that is what one point. So the point is clear here. The distance between two distinct points is always a positive number. If two points are not distinct, then the distance between them will be 0. Let's go ahead. And the conclusion is drawn here. You are supposed to remember this. You can just note down in your book. This is the conclusion of this video. The distance between 2 points is obtained by subtracting the smaller coordinate from the larger coordinate. The distance between any 2 points is a non-negative real number. And the next topic is about betweenness, which will be dealt in the next video. That's all from me today. Thank you.
Now click on the subscription button to subscribe the channel and bell button to get the notifications of new video.